I installed a monitoring software on my wife's mobile phone. Then read messages that shows she's cheating on me with her manager. What I did next took her by surprise. I have made a decision to go NC after serving my wife 5 days ago. I am refusing to see or talk to her and everyone is piling on to talk to her. It's driving me nutty. Messages and calls 24/7. What can I say to these people to get them to back off without being rude? These are my friends, family, people I want to remain in contact with after the divorce is finalized. Some background: we dated from the age of 20 and married when she became pregnant with our son. Our marriage was great. We got another kid, a daughter 2 years after the first, and have had excellent intimacy, good communication, good finances. We owned our house. We had a cat. Kids are well balanced and doing well. We were happy, or so I thought. Then about 4 months ago, my wife, let's call her Sue, came home from work gushing about this new manager they got. Let's call him Frank. I felt uneasy right away, like something was off. I smiled and asked a few questions, like if he was married, did he have kids, where did he live, etc. She tells me he is on his second marriage and have 4 kids in total. I was thinking this was probably a crush. I have had those, but they usually pass. So I decided to just wait, it would probably just go away. Over the next week this would happen every day and I got more and more uneasy. I decided I need to see if something more was going on, so I told Sue that I got a virus alert on the home network and that I needed to update the virus software on her pad, her mobile and her laptop. She has no IT skills whatsoever. She gave me her equipment and I installed remote monitoring software and keylogging from the best online service I could find. Best $20 a month subscription I ever got. A few days later I saw the first text messages going back and forth between them. They were pretty innocent. Mostly work related. Still, the frequency escalates a little over the next 4 to 6 weeks and gets more personal. I do a soft confrontation with my wife. She comes home from work and I stare at her intensely. Sue, what is wrong? Me, have you crashed the car or something? Sue, what? No? Me, you look like you have done something wrong and you are trying to hide it? Sue, no? I am not. What are you talking about? Me, you look guilty of something? Are you lying to me? Is there something you need to tell me? Sue, no, I just had a long day at work, blah blah. The next few days there was fewer messages between them, but they are quickly back at it in full force. The messages start to get flirty. I softly confront her again. Again she lies to my face. I decide this will probably end badly at around the 2-month mark and I decide to prepare for the worst. I also start to prepare myself emotionally. Over the next 2 months their exchanges evolve into a full-blown emotional affair, and it's getting more and more sexual. I confront my wife repeatedly. I don't present any evidence. She keeps lying. I am not going to force her to stop. After all, she is a grown woman and she makes her own choices. She lies to my face again and again. I feel a gigantic rift opening up between us. Intimacy also stops. I find I am checking out of the marriage in parallel with their activities. I am devastated but working out a lot and steeling myself for the reality that the only likely outcome at this point is divorce. I get a lawyer, I prepare the paperwork and I even hire a guy to be on standby to serve her if and when I decide to pull the cord. Then I see the first messages where they plan to meet up. I am actually relieved since I can finally decide to end it. Just watching this train wreck unfold is agonizing. I rent a room on the same floor on the day they are planning to meet up and I get my guy ready to serve her in the hotel. D-Day arrives. She lies and tells me she has to work overtime. I drive to the hotel and wait for her to arrive. Me and the guy I hired to serve her go up about 10 minutes after she gets into the elevator and we go up to her floor. The elevator needed a key card. It is the only reason I rented a room. We go to the door. I hear moaning, so they are already at it. I hide around the corner and he knocks loudly on the door. They go quiet. Frank, what is it? Serving guy, I have a urgent delivery for Sue. Sue, what is it? Serving guy, I don't know ma'am, I have just been told it's urgent, it has to be delivered to you right now. And after some more back and forth the wife finally opens the door in a robe. Serving guy, Sue, last name? Wife, Yes, she gets the envelope and I pop out to sign the form. My wife sees me and just goes white. I sign the papers I need to sign and walk over to her. She doesn't move. I don't know what is going on with her. She looks confused to say the least. Like what she is seeing doesn't compute. I had prepared for this moment. I look into the room, me. Hey Frank, show yourself, I know you are in there. He looks around the corner and is obviously scared. Did you enjoy my wife, Frank? Or is it lying to your own wife that gets you off? Or is it having several mistresses at once, Frank? Is it lying to and cheating on everyone? Is that it? Frank, silence. Then I look at my wife. Me. Sue, you didn't really think you were the only side chick this guy had, did you? You are one of 3 as far as I know. I just made this up. I have no idea if he has other mistresses than my wife. I just needed to be mean and ruin what they had going on. Me, Sue. Listen to me, you are single now, so don't let me disturb anymore. You can go back to continue your activities. Then I stormed off. I started crying, but I wasn't going to let them see that, so I ran down the stairs instead of waiting for the elevator. On my way I heard this primal scream from my wife that was unlike anything I had ever heard before. I took a lot of solace in that scream the last few days. I got in my car and ugly cried for hours. Now I am mostly over it. I am glad it's done. I can move on. I feel liberated actually. I told the kids, they are staying with my parents for now. I even started to flirt with a work colleague and I have got on Tinder. I am chatting with a few women and it's a great boost for my ego. I am not looking for anything physical or serious. I will probably never trust anyone enough to have long-term relationship again anyway. I haven't talked to my wife since. She floods me with messages that I just ignore. But everyone is calling me and trying to guilt trip me / pressure me into talking to her. I have also been thinking about telling Frank's wife. If I was her I would want to know, and I don't think Frank will all of a sudden develop a spine and own up. Edit. I have decided to tell the wife. I have called her and told her the key facts. She didn't believe me outright, so I am meeting her at a coffee shop within the hour. I have also started to ask the people that call me to ask her why I am not talking to her. It seems to slow down the barrage. Introducing Newscaster Vocalizer is a new first-of-its-kind, groundbreaking app, which allows you to generate full-featured voiceovers from any text using direct access to Amazon-powered Newscaster Vocalizer without spending thousands of dollars. Just select a language and voice, paste your text, click a button, and it's done. Do tell Frank's wife. She deserves to know and make up her mind about what she wants to do. And in a courteous way, explain to your family and friends that your marital problems are not open for advice. Just ask your friends what you should talk to your wife about. Be hard and direct. They need to understand that this is not something that can be repaired. So ask them the uncomfortable questions. Stuff like, do you really think that I want to hear from her? How her says was with Frank? You really want that I ask my wife why she gave up on me and the kids? Would you like me to ask her if she used a rubber or if she didn't even cared about my health? If they answer no, then ask them why you should talk to her. You talked to her plenty of times before and each time she decided to lie and not talk to you. Why should you be the one now that needs to talk? That train has left the station when your STBXW decided that her affair is more important to her than her kids, her marriage and you. Stay on the path that you are on and take care that you only do what is best for you. No one of your friends and family has to live with the decisions you make now, so kindly ask them to respect your decision. If you want, tell them that you wish that it would be different, but that decision wasn't yours to make. Your STBXW made that decision. She knew the consequences before she did it, if it ever came to light and still decided to go through with it. That is on her. Never set yourself on fire to keep others warm. It isn't your problem that your wife wasn't able to see what a wonderful person you are. I really like this suggestion. I like this angle. In addition, make sure you tell your friends and family that you gave her plenty of chances to talk to you and come clean to you before her affair also got physical. That you gave her many opportunities to come clean or stop it early on. You wanted to talk early on. It was her decision to lie to you. You wanted to talk when there still was a chance to save the marriage. Now it is too late. So no more reason to talk. Exactly. She makes her own choices. She made the choice, now deal with the consequence. I will eventually tell everyone everything. Do yourself a favor and invite the family and friends over to you. Tell it to them all at once. You won't do yourself a favor if you tell this story again and again. Tell it one time and then be done with it. This could be a solution. I will tell them I will talk to all of them after the divorce goes through. Do it rather sooner than later. The longer you wait, the longer they will pester you and ask you to talk to her. I will send an email to everyone. Might also want to contact their company HR. Companies usually don't encourage managers to have romantic relationships with subordinates due to possible legal ramifications and optics. Sometimes HR policy requires individuals to self-report and get the all clear. May want to inform the HR person and forward your text messages. Oh, awesome idea. I will do this. My situation was similar to yours. My ex was cheating with a coworker and I found out. I contacted the AP's wife and the HR department where they work. The AP's wife threw him out and filed for divorce. The HR department first suspended my ex and her AP and after investigation fired them both several weeks later. I would do everything again in a heartbeat. I will execute this post-divorce. Well done. Please look after yourself and your kids. I'd stay away from flirting or Tinder at least for a while. This is an incredibly emotional time and bringing someone new into your situation might end up hurting them. Stay strong, recompose yourself and work on a better future. There is plenty of time for other women, just get yourself straight first. Good luck. Good advice. I will stay clear for now. I just needed a ego boost. I needed to know other women would be interested in me. Worldwide comments of the day. Sounds like she is trying to hide OP existence in her life. She knows she's in a relationship of over a year with OP, yet she wants to appear single at her sister's birthday party, all because her ex will be there. Cut your losses of run, because she's probably using this as an attempt to get back with their ex. Dump her mate, she's trying to cheat. I normally don't call people doormats and the like, but good lord, this is pushing me to my limit. He was and is way too forgiving towards her, to outright deny him to come to the party solely on the fact that she doesn't want to feel guilty over her actions. Well, if you didn't want to feel guilty, then should have wrote his D. I'd call her out on it and more or less cut ties. The dude does deserve much better. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe for more interesting and relatable Reddit videos.